model. So basically, we talk about the primary mortgage market, the secondary mortgage market, and the capital market. So the interaction between all those three are very important in establishing the robustness of the housing finance system in any country that implementing this kind of system. So basically, like I said, we have four housing finance system or real estate finance system. So number one is the bank-oriented system. Number two is the mortgage-backed security system. Number three is the mortgage bond system. And number four is the state system. So basically, we cannot say that one particular system is better as if you compare with other system. So basically, depends on what we need. The countries, the countries, whether in terms of what we call it, credit, not credit worthiness, something like wealthy for wealthy countries. So they normally go for state system, for example. But some countries they prefer to be like the old implementations of mortgage system. So basically, they prefer bank-oriented system. But some countries, especially who like to come up with something innovative in terms of the financial system, usually they choose either mortgage-backed securities or mortgage bond system. So in Malaysia, so we basically follow we adapt things, not adapting 100% because we have our own mold, but the basis of our housing finance system is basically a mortgage-backed security system. So in other words, we also have primary mortgage market, secondary mortgage market, and the capital market as well. So just exactly like US, the only difference is in terms of how do we run the same system, the so-called mortgage-backed security system, and who are the players as compared to the US. So basically, we changed that kind of thing. But the basic system in terms of securitization, etc. So basically the same. So now we try to see how do we run the mortgage-backed security system in Malaysia, because it becomes the main financial system that actually operates to generate fund for the domestic market, especially in housing sector. So basically, a healthy housing industry is very critical to economy, and more specifically the substantiality of its financial system. So we have discussed this before, because it's cater the domestic market. So basically, we need a healthy housing industry. And then housing finance is often used as an instrument to boost the nation's economy during recession. This is what happened in 1997-98 crisis. So basically, I think if you follow, you join our previous seminar. So I have discussed in detail, especially when it comes to property property cycle. So basically, I have discussed in details in terms of recession, and after that, how you go back to normal. So basically, that kind of instrument. I have also discussed what happened in 1997, and then what happened during the three prime ministers when they become the prime minister. What did they do? And then basically they use the housing finance to regulate the economy, especially during the recovery period. So did everyone here join our special seminar last few days?
Yes, we joined.
You are supposed to join for something like that, because we created that for the purpose of our own student as well. In fact, I didn't want to be the speaker because I also have a couple more bigger seminars that they asked me to be speakers, like this Thursday, speakers as well as panelists for rent. That kind of seminar is not open. Is very expensive. For Reda seminar, it costs us about 500 ringgit per participant. But like the seminar that we organize is basically a very cheap one. We only charge the participant 50 ringgit, and then students. So basically, you don't have to pay anything. But this one on Thursday, it's open to everyone. But it will cost us about, even webinar, because it's very expensive, 500 ringgit. And then I will have another one next month. So this one, not housing, this one, developers symposium 2020. So that one, they charge 1,200 ringgit, if I'm not mistaken. So it's more expensive than the one that Reda is going to charge on Thursday. So when we have opportunity like the one that the department provided and ask the student to join, you're supposed to take advantage of all of this, because it's very hard to join the expensive one. The pandemic, but there are still a lot of participants. Such a thing, because when they make it national as well as international seminar. So basically, we'll have participants even if you do have seminar every year for our real estate student. If you did not join that kind of seminar, like the one that the